Why, hello there. Long time no see. So glad to see you here with me. Hashtag bars. Question mark. How are you? It is good to see you. Welcome. What you been doing? Let's chat. My eyes watering. I'm sitting here in front of the fan. I gotta get cute for y'all. It's been a minute. A whole heaping minute, okay? So we gotta remember how to do all this. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Hey y'all, I got my eyebrows done for y'all yesterday. You welcome. I just permed my hair for you. She got that leave-in conditioner. Look like that baby perm. Hey, hey. Welcome. So glad to be here. Just kind of hanging out. Wanted to do a surprise pop-up live on camera because we have not been on screen in about 2 months. So here we are. I feel like y'all deserve to see my face. So did I. I missed you. So we've been doing audio lives ever since I've been on break. We'll say it like that. But not really because I've been here with y'all. So where you been? What's been up with you, boo? Hey, girl. So come in, say hello. Let me know you're happy to see me. You happy to be here. Put hashtag FYP in the chat. Let's let other black women come on into this conversation. This is Black Women in Grants, as we do. This is for black women, small business owners seeking grants for their black woman-owned for-profit small business. Yay! So there are grants for any and everything you can think of, any and every type of business that you may dream of. Y'all want me to tell y'all the most unique grant I heard about today? Since y'all want to know, is there a grant for anything under the sun? Yes, the Bible says ain't nothing new under the sun, so that should be your answer right there, yes. Put surprise in the chat. If you want to know about the grant I was surprised to hear about earlier today, because y'all come on here and question me to death about what grants are out there, and I tell y'all the same thing every single live. There are grants for anything you can think of. Now it's a lemma y'all here so far. Only one person want to know my surprise. That's not fun. Where y'all at? If you want to know, put it like this. Let's play y'all game. If you want to know if there's a grant for your business, put surprise in the chat. Let me see if that changes from one. Let me see how nosy you really is. Because y'all want to know about y'all business. Is it a grant for real estate? Is it a grant for childcare? Is it a grant for trucking? Is it a grant for nursing? Is it a grant for notaries? Is it a grant? Is it a grant? Is it a grant? That's what we're going to call today's live. If I had to give today's message a title, is it a grant? Would be our word for today. Y'all taking notes like we in church? But I want y'all to actually go back and read y'all notes, okay? I know y'all don't be reading them notes from church service. Y'all just be wanting to look studious. Maybe I'm speaking from experience. Now, yes, there's a fan. You can hear it. It's loud, but it feels good, so I'm not going to turn it off. So turn your volume up, okay? I'm going to turn mine up too loud. There we go. You're welcome. So welcome, everyone. This is Grant Prep Academy. GPA. Put GPA in the chat if you know where you at. This is for black women, for-profit, small business owners. Put GPA if you just heard that. I don't care if you're a man. I don't care if you're not black. I do not care. You don't have to announce it. You're welcome to come. You're welcome to stay. But any disrespect, good mob feels in the rest of that. If you don't know that song, you ain't from Atlanta. This ain't Atlanta. You not Atlanta. You're welcome. Okay. Grant Prep Academy. I'm Dr. AJ Austin. Crazy Christian. Here to hang out with y'all and talk about grants. I think I've seen like 3 Today I heard of a grant. I didn't even know this was a thing. So first of all, yes, there is a business for your business. I don't care what kind of business you have. There is a grant. Somebody put that. The first person to put that wins. There is a grant for my business. Put that in the chat. Everybody who wants to know if there's a grant for your business, I need to see that in the chat. I ain't telling y'all the surprise grant. Put there is a grant for my business. So instead of saying, is there a grant for my business? Flip it, reverse it. What Missy say? Yeah. Put there is a grant for my. So if you're thinking of asking me, is there a grant for this? What about a grant for this business? What about a grant for this? Turn it on yourself and say, there is a grant. Just like there's a bomb in Gilead. There's a grant. BALM TikTok. BALM. Don't shut us down. Okay? All right. So on a local level, hey, come on, Word, the voice of reason, bring it. We need him in this place on today. Especially because I'm already sweating. That's why this fan is on. Thank you. I like this. We got to flip that. There is a grant for maybe you got to tuck your hair with it. There is a grant for my. Okay. So yes, there's a grant for your business. How do you find it? Go on Google, type in grant for whatever business you got. See what pop up. Come back and tell me what you find, okay? Deal, put deal if it's a deal. Because I don't know one specifically for yours, but I can tell you how to find them. I can send you 3 free lists of grants over at blackwomeningrants.com, where I got a scholarship to even come train with me for a whole year, child. You didn't try hard enough, girl, because it's 19 million results when I pulled up grants for small business, grants for black women, grants for your business, and I don't even know what it is, but it's a grant for it. So you got to know what you're doing. You need a little sprinkle, a little touch. Go try it again today and see what happens and let me know what you find. If you don't find anything and you come join us in my mentorship, I will personally send you some grants to apply for today, worth millions of dollars on these lists I got, okay? Deal, put deal. Because we ain't going to deal no more with that, okay? All right. So, yes, there's a grant for your business. Y'all already decreed it and declared it, spoken into life. Where 2 or 3 are gathered in his name, he's in the midst. Call those things that are not as though they were, as a man thinking, so is he. It's done. Complete sentence. You know where to find the grants. I just told you. Okay? You're welcome. Now, in your hood, which we all live in a neighborhood, so you in the hood too. Me too. You welcome. There's places called Small Business Development Centers, or SBDCs. There's the SBA, or Small Business Administration. There are places where money trickles down from even government agencies, and we don't really deal with government agencies, but we'll take some of their money. And so they give it to these bigger organizations to put on classes like Entrepreneurship 101, Branding 101, Marketing 101, Business Training and Development 101, because they've already been funded by grants, right? So I go to this meeting earlier this year with the mayor of my city. Live in a little small 10,000 person city here in Atlanta. And so, no, that is not necessary to have certification, but we don't talk about that here. So I'm sitting in a meeting and I see that one of the cities here in Atlanta got a $3 million grant from the government or somewhere. They ain't really say where the money came from, but they had a little slide presentation of where the money was going to go. And it eventually ends up in what's known as the Economic Development Department for the city. I live in a business district here in Atlanta. And so black owned, black owned, black owned. Happy Juneteenth, everybody. You're welcome. Okay. So I say all that because some of the money also gets trickled down to our local government facilities like libraries, recreation centers, the little league basketball, the tumbleweeds, I'm saying all this because that's where money ends up. It could also be that your local police department has been funded a grant. That's the surprise grant I heard about today. There was a 27-year-old cold case that a lady thought she got away with, and the police department got a grant to reopen cold cases. Ended up finding the killer, and she went to jail, child. A grant sent this lady to jail because the police department got a grant to reopen the case that she was guilty of almost 30 years ago. So when you ask me, is there a grant for your business? I need you to think about that. I ain't never heard of that, and I do this for real. Y'all want to know about another crazy grant I know about? Put crazy in the chat if you're really listening, getting a little entertainment on today. I'm cute, honey. I'm on camera. Y'all better, hold on. You know, when you get cute, people got to see you. I got to wear this out. Let me get tired. Let me go wrap my hair up and go take a nap. Like, hello? Y'all see my hair? This my hair. You're welcome. Okay. There's also a grant. Thank you, Pretty Billing. I think so, too. Okay. There's also a grant for people who are into history, but not just any type of history. Since it's Juneteenth, let's talk about it. People who are on a little bit of the dark side. And I know here in Atlanta, a major tourist attraction is one of our cemeteries, because it's where, like, the leaders of the civil rights movement and the activists of back in the day are buried. And so people go tour the site. We have a couple of cemeteries that are tourist attractions. When I moved to a new neighborhood, someone took me to where one of the Ku Klux Klan founders was buried, and they didn't tell me that's what they was doing until we walked up on the grave. That's a tourist attraction for some reason here in Georgia. Kind of cringe to me, but girl, little did I know. Graveyards can get grants. There are grants for those of you, I don't know, because we got some people who want to be morticians and all that join our lives sometimes. If you want to tour the world and find like ancient or dilapidated, if you will, graveyards that have been, you know, the tombstones might be crumpled, the grass is high. I don't really know how you maintain a graveyard. I'm getting creeped out talking about it. But there's a grant for it. There's a grant that will grant you funds to go find these lost graveyards of our black leaders, our ancestors in some way. You get funding to go restore these graveyards. Some people might love that. I know I seen a TikTok video about a black lady back in the day. I forgot her name, but heavyset lady, big afro. She ended up burying herself at the end. She already had it worked out and just went on to be with the Lord. So some people are into that, can handle that, and be at peace with that. And I ain't one of them people, but there's a grant for that. So just like Apple has a grant, not a grant, but an app for everything. Instead of there's an app for that, there's a grant for that. So before you say, is there a grant for my business? We changing it, right? What are we saying, class? The first one puts it in the chat wins. Instead of saying Dr. AJ Austin, is there a grant for my business? What are we saying, class? Let's see who's going to win this. How do we flip that question into a statement? There you go. I knew Pretty Villain was going to win. I knew it because she be listening and taking notes. I'm peeping game. There is a grant for my business. How do you go find a grant for your business? This is pop quiz time. Let's see who's going to win this. Who are A+ star students here at Grant Prep Academy? How do you go find the grant for your business? There's two options. You can get one and get it right. Look at Google. That's free, babes. I don't care if you tried it before. Go try it again. We do a lot of stuff we've done before, like bathe daily. We got to go do it again and see if it still has the same effect, okay? So go bathe in the sea of 19+ million results on Google and look for grants for your black woman-owned for-profit small business. Are there any questions about if it's a grant and where to find it? I also told you over at www.blackwomenandgrants.com, I will happily send you a free 3 lists of grants. So multiply that. One of our lists alone has over $1.2 million. There is an investment. You can get a scholarship to get these lists. Go to blackwomenandgrants.com. It's only $97 to come join us for a whole year. And I will send you those 3 free lists of grants, renewed, updated, refreshed every month for a whole year for only $97. My program is usually $997, but we have a scholarship fund. Ain't God good? Ain't he all right? Won't he do it? You're welcome. You can come join us. Let us send you the list that's curated. Because see, one thing you're going to find when you go do your own search on Google is that there are millions upon hundreds and tens of millions of results. You'll find find some grants, but you're going to come to the crossroads of, is this legit? Am I about to be scammed? Do people really win this money? Am I doing it right? How do I know I'm doing it right? How do I answer these questions? You're going to have so many more questions. The grants that I send you every month are curated by a team of 3 business leaders. They're women. So you know this worth something because we know how to find stuff. So they've already dug through Google. They put together a list of these grants with over $1.2 million on just one. One of our women created a database. That's what a 1.2 million is. One created her own list of grants, and another did a spreadsheet. So there's no confusion about where to start, where to look, where to apply, how to apply, what to click. And then I come in the mentorship and save the day telling you, oh, by the way, when you click this link and you go, make sure you match up with this grant and it aligns perfectly. And here's what you say on the application, because here's a template for how to do it. No, I will not do it for you. Absolutely not. No, I'm not a grant writer because that's for nonprofits. We're for profit, Black women, small business owners. Okay, but I will give you my answers that have won me over $63,550 in grants. I will give you the same answers that our last 6 ladies in our mentorship over at blackwomeningrants.com have used to win a collective $178,000 as Black women in grants. Okay, tuck my hair. Hold on, it's in my face. You're welcome. Any questions? If there be not any questions, let's chat even more about grants. Y'all ready? I had a notebook. I was on here earlier. This is my first appearance back on screen in 2 months, so I had to get cute and come say hey to y'all. But earlier today, I was off screen and we did a live and we talked about the 7 most important components of what we call a grant resume. Have y'all ever heard of a grant resume? Let me know. Because I'm trying to see something, like, if you want me to tell you what's on a grant resume. But you got to talk to me because I love engagement. And I know you're booked and busy and life is life and you're multitasking. But child, don't be rude, okay? It's rude to talk when people talking to you. I'm asking you a question. My first question was, do you have any questions so far? And do not ask me if there's a grant for your business because we already know there is. Don't ask me how to find and apply for grants because I've already told you. But you can ask me anything else about anything we've talked about so far. Or you can say, oh, Dr. A.J. Austin, I've had an aha, an epiphany, a takeaway already. Let me tell you what it is. You can put that in the chat. I love those. That's a good question, Pretty Villain. She said, what's a grant resume? So there are 7 components to a grant resume. Put the number 7 if you want me to break down all 7, or if you just want me to give you like 1 or 2, just put the number you want me to give you and let me see what the consensus is. Let's see if we can take a vote. See if people is really listening beyond. Is there a grant for my business, Emlyn? Because yes, we already established. This is my good angle. Oh, look at that light. Girl, permin. You hear me? Still burning. It ain't burning for real, but still. Fresh out the kitchen sink like mama raised me. It's 15 of y'all on here. Y'all see what I mean? Y'all be on here multitasking, ain't talking, but want me to teach you something. I don't know what you want to learn because you ain't saying nothing. I said, it's 7 components to a grant resume. First, we need to establish what a grant resume is. And then I said, well, put the number 7 if you want to know the 7 components, since 2 people out of 15. Oh, 13 now. Put an answer. So, anybody else want to know? Thank you, YOLO. Okay, Pretty, I see you voted twice. I'm going to talk to you and YOLO and Shan. Okay, T. Marie, I'm going to talk to you too. A grant resume is kind of like a traditional career resume, but not really. They ain't nothing alike. It's the same concept, though. It's where you're keeping up with who you are and what you do. So put number 1 if you're ready for number 1. Let me see who's paying attention for real. And I'm watching. Don't think I don't see you, because I do. And I can see everybody who on here. So if you a lurker, girl, you better, hold on, screenshot real quick, hold on. You free to leave. at this point if you're just here lurking. But if you're listening and learning, child, have your notebook ready, okay? Let's learn you some stuff. Number one, you need your business mission. Y'all, what's your business mission? Watch how the crickets get ready to chirp. What's your... This is the good... Hold on. My fan blowing, so act like I'm Beyonce and it's blowing my hair. Oh, this my... You gotta do the neck. This my good... Get it? Okay. What's y'all's business mission real quick? I'm not serious at all. Anybody got a mission for their business? Like, have you written out your mission statement? Because, see, y'all worried about money, and that ain't no mission statement. T. Marie. It might be a goal. It might be on your vision board. It might be a lifelong dream, but it's not a mission statement for your business. If you need help with developing a mission statement, just say that. I'm here to help. I'm ready. Anybody else want to try? Thank you for playing. Who else want to put their mission? Oh, if you want an example of a mission statement, just say that. Because I'm happy to share our mission statement here at Black Women in Grants. If you need because see, I'm that type of person. Give me a template. Tell me what you want me to say and let me fill in the blanks. Are y'all those type of learners too? Like, I need to see it. I'm visual. I learn best auditorially. So you can say it, and I need to see it in writing as well, writ down. But I wanted to see y'all try first at least. Let me see what you know, because you might not need everything I got. But then again, I'm happy to share if you need it. You could cheat out my paper a little bit. T. Marie says, I've been a hospice nurse for 22 years, but ready to retire. You still ain't gave me no business mission statement, child. So what's your business, T. Marie? And why you writing it? Let me show y'all an example. So our mission here at Black Women in Grants is to help Black women, for-profit, small business owners find, finesse, and fill out grant applications with confidence. Boom. Mission. Okay? Mission. Now, if I was to further break it down, we want to help you bridge the funding gap that we know we face because we don't be getting no money from others. So we got to go the non-traditional route. So our goal here is to provide you with the tools, the education, right here, Q&A time, screen time. And then make sure that you're staying accountable to the success that you say you want. Mission. It's very Pacific like the ocean, but specific if you want to put on your customer service voice. Is this helping y'all a little bit to clarify mission? Okay. So when you look at mission, anybody can say, I want to have generational wealth, but nobody on this live or really on this TikTok, they try, but can't nobody do me like Jesus. I mean, can't nobody say that they got our mission because it's ours. It's the goal that you have for your company. Okay. So Pretty Villain say her mission, is to help less fortunate children get access to quality education. Look at missioning. Proud of you, girl. You won. Anybody else want to try to get in there with the mission? Or if you got questions, let me know, because your mission is part 1 of 7 of the secret sauce called the grant resume, that every single grant you apply to that's legit and not a scam, they gonna want to know. Your mission can go with your vision too. So like I said, if your mission is, or your vision is to build generational wealth, how do you see yourself doing that? What's the vision behind that? Get Pacific like the ocean, but specific if you're proper and fancy. And the vision is, how do you see yourself accomplishing this mission? So for me, I can say, well, I see myself literally right now on camera 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, for the last 11 months here on TikTok. I think we had a year now. So we've been on here a year, 3 times a week, every week, for at least an hour for 365 days. That's vision. That's how I see myself. I can go back and get all 180 plus replays, which you get when you join us in the mentorship over at blackwomeningrants.com under the scholarship for only $97. You get all 180 plus. I think we're closer to 200. I just lost track and stopped counting. But you get all of those. That's vision. How do you see this helping? Well, there's some people who couldn't be here with us tonight. You know, they working, they driving, they yelling at kids. They playing me in the background, but they ain't really listening to what I'm saying. So they going to go and watch that replay. That's vision. So we have a resource library. Vision. Anybody want to put what your vision is for your business? I just gave y'all an example of vision. I gave you an example of mission. Anybody want to try to win vision? What's your vision, girl? Because grants want to know. So don't worry about if it's a grant for your business. Worry about what's the vision. Because they're going to want to know. Is it Shale? She said her mission is to give excellent customer service while helping those in need in their home. A little vague. Because how you helping them? We need to know a little bit more. Keep refining. And if you need help with refining your vision, I've partnered with 8 different programs that teach different parts of a business plan that, yes, sometimes a grant can ask you for. No, all of them don't require it, but if they did, you want to have it ready. And so I have partners who teach business planning, who teach vision statements, mission statements, and you get access to those programs for free when you come join us in the mentorship over at www.blackwomenandgrants.com for $97 for a year. Okay. Home care service. Oh, you couldn't type more yet. Speaking of not being able to type more, grants do the same thing. So they're going to say, what's your mission, what's your vision in 250 characters or less? You're going to get the little red flag with the negative because you're over the limit. And if you dare try to get more in there because you got more to say, you instantly disqualified on a lot of these grant applications. So TikTok is your trial period for what a grant going to ask you to do too. Get to the point. Get to the point. Hurry up, because we got 1,000 applications. So thank you for letting me know that. That's how they do. They gonna say limited characters, which I learned the hard way. Characters are letters, spaces, and symbols. So they may say 250 characters, which is so much less than 250 words. So you're gonna have to get good at stating that mission statement. They not gonna take time and say, no, what's your business? Nope. So you gotta get clear. Yo, they'll let you keep typing, but try to hit submit and then be like, see, this don't even work. This is a scam. I don't never win, girl, because you didn't follow directions. If you can't type 250 words or characters or less, they're gonna be like, well, we can't type your name on this check, so we don't know what to tell you. We adults. Read the literal room. It's written on the wall what to do. If you don't do it, you ain't got to worry about with no money. They're going to give it to somebody else who can follow directions. Trust me, I'm telling you what I know. Any questions about missions and visions? We only own part 1 of 7. Y'all must like hanging out with me because I don't see no more mission and vision statements. But I gave you an example of both. If you want to keep trying and putting your statement in the characters TikTok give you, I need to see how many characters TikTok allows because I think that's funny, but not really when you like finna tell a good, like send a good text, then your phone dies something. Same concept. So get to the point. Hurry up. Your battery about to die. Y'all take a minute and share this live because more Black women need to be a part of this conversation. These are conversations that are not being had with us. But the money rooms that I've been in where the literal $1 million checks are being written for us to help us, we ain't in them rooms, child. Because we don't know this type of conversation. This is part of financial literacy in the grant space for Black women for-profit small business owners. So when you take a minute and share this live, it brings more Black women to the conversation. We literally have grant check writers watching these TikToks. One emailed me or inboxed me here on TikTok when my inbox was open. It's closed now, so don't try. And she said, we watching you. Let your people know we got 3 new grants this year. And so, they be on here being nosy. They know about Black women in grants because we are large here on TikTok. 65,700 plus of y'all. And we came all the way from 400 of y'all this time last year. Ain't God good? Won't he do it? So share the live. Okay? Pop quiz. What was number one on our grant resume? See who was listening for real. And thank y'all for sharing. I see y'all. Appreciate you. Can anybody remember number one? There you look at Pretty Billy. Y'all better beat her. She winning in these grant streets, honey. And she is first. She said I'm paying attention. If you're ready for number two, put number two. My fan blowing everything. It's a battle over here. Put number two in the chat. Oh, it could be loud too because it is closer to facing the mic, but then it's gonna blow my little thing. Okay, there we go. Okay, Shell and okay, I see y'all. Number two on your small business grant resume is milestones. Have y'all heard of milestones? What do you think a milestone is? Or let me say it like that little baby Jack be saying it. Do you even know what a milestone is, Emily? Him and his little sister. What y'all think a milestone is when you hear that word as it pertains to, in a sense that is dealing with grants and your business? What you think a milestone is? Let me see if y'all be knowing this stuff. A goal. Yes, and keep going. I don't know. Somebody might beat you on this one. Pretty villain, unless you get it right on your second try. You lukewarm. It could be a goal, but what else? When you hear the term milestone, what else y'all hear? Not just the goal. It can be a goal, yeah. But in terms of grants, when they say, what are your milestones? What y'all think they talking about? Y'all think it's just goals? Or what y'all think? Or y'all want me to just tell you? Be like, tell me, girl. And I tell you. But I wanted to see if y'all knew. I'm here to help, though. Anybody else want to guess? I see goal. I see short-term goal. Let me just tell you because y'all slow. So, milestones. I knew, girl. You is smart. You is kind. And you is important, Pretty villain. Because I knew you was going to get it on your second guess. There we go. Empress was right behind you, girl. She got it too. Milestones are things you have accomplished. For example, any awards your business has won? Yeah, you can have the goal to win an award, but which ones have you won so far? It's a milestone. Any certificates, like certificates of completion, certificates of participation, certificates of thanks, it's a milestone. Any certifications. Somebody asked me about the government certifications for minority business enterprises or women-owned businesses or your 8A and all that. I don't teach it. I know it, but I do not teach it here because we don't get government grants. We get private sector grants. She said, wow, I didn't know those counted. They absolutely count. This is your resume. That's like I know when I was in corporate, I was in Beta Club, Key Club, volunteering. Girl, I'm getting credit for everything. It counts. I used my time to do it while I wasn't working. It's going on this resume. You're welcome. So yeah, it counts, period. It counts. So certifications, even if you have won grants, put that on there. That shows that you know what's up. You out here in these grant streets winning because just as many grants as you win, 10 times that you've been rejected from. So if you've won grants, that's a milestone. If you've raised money from Mom and them, hopefully not. Hopefully it's from your clients who could actually use your business, product, or service. But if anyone has paid you, if you've been in business a certain amount of time, both of those are milestones. If you've grown a social media channel from 400 to 65,700 like Black Women in Grants, milestone. If you've applied for grants and haven't won them yet, notice I said yet, milestone. I've applied for $500,000 in grants. You win 1 in 10 grants when you use the funding formula I teach you in our mentorship over at blackwomeningrants.com. So I've won well over 10% now, $63,550 in grants. We have a recent grant applicant. She's applied for $120,000 in grants, and she just won a $10,000 grant last week. So now she had $19,000 in grants and grant funded opportunities. Yeah. Yeah, that's how that works. Roxy, what you saying? Wait, what? Too? What's the wait what for, girl? This how this works. If you've sold products, how many did y'all see? Our cousin, I don't even know her name, honey. She did a TikTok the other day, and the first black woman to make $1 million in one TikTok live selling her beauty products. Honey, that's a milestone. Because she didn't even know when it happened. She had a team behind the scenes telling us. Milestone. Y'all see how? Yes. Celebration. Things to celebrate. If you've been featured in press or PR, magazines, TV, well-known podcasts, speaking on stages. Everybody back in the day was doing a TEDx talk. Milestone. Because guess what? The people who haven't done it wish they could say that was a milestone. Girl, you better put that on your resume and tell them folk. Milestone. Y'all get it? It can be a goal, but these are goals you've already accomplished. Your next milestone or / goal could be, we want to double that. Over at blackwomenandgrants.com, we have 278 mentees in our mentorship program. We ready to hit 500. Let's go. We had 100 join us in 60 days time. Milestone. Let's go. Y'all see how this works? We've given away over $55,000 in scholarships to come join us in the mentorship program. Milestone. A little background getting caught in my fan. This fan will destroy you. Thank you. I love my vibe too. I'm not giving auntie vibes. My oldest nephew is 10 years old. So we could be cousins, we can be friends, but I'm tired as a sister, a auntie, a daughter, a granddaughter, or anything else. I ain't got no more room on my family tree for no other titles other than cousin. That is my rule. So, y'all understand milestones? Any questions about milestones? Let me know now. I got some more examples. Y'all want some more examples of milestones that y'all didn't think about? I know y'all be older than me trying to call me auntie. You gotta be a cute little chocolate baby boy named Kane. That's one of my youngest nephews. That's the only one. He don't even want to call me auntie. He be making stuff up. I'm mama and everything. So nah, I don't want to be auntie. I'm tired, yeah. Y'all want, okay. Mama, who does have that title here, says she wants more grand examples. So Roxy, I don't know if you just joined us, but we turn questions from is there a grant for this or can I get a grant for that too. There is a grant for my business. So let me see you put that statement. You find it on Google. Just go in and put that same question in Google. I can send you a list of grants that are specifically for black women, for profit small business owners over at blackwomenandgrants.com when you come join us in the mentorship. Because yes, there is a grant. We talked about grants for graveyards, grants for police departments. It's a grant, girl. You just gotta know it. So somebody asked for another example. I've sold over 300 copies of a book I wrote called Finding Funding. It's a part of our mentorship over at blackwomenandgrants.com. It's our core curriculum, and we use it to teach what we call the grant game. GAME is a 5-part acronym that stands for Grant Application Mentorship for Entrepreneurs, and it's specifically for black women for-profit small business owners. As long as you're based in the United States, over the age of 18, and own at least 51% of your business, you qualify. Is that you? Y'all meet all of those standards? Own your business at least 51%. We know you look young, but you're over 18, and you're here in the U.S. Okay. Well, you qualify. That's a milestone. What else we got on here? I told y'all we've been here on TikTok with y'all for 12 months. I have been here 3 times a week for an hour each time for 180 plus episodes. Milestones. Not my goal, but what I've done. That means we have a resource library with all of these replays from the first one I did to where we did have stalkers in the comments, but I didn't know how to check the comments, so I didn't know they was there arguing with people. To now, I can catch you and add you to the block ministry because it's growing by leaps and bounds every live. So, any questions about milestones? These are the things that go on your small business grant application when they ask you, what are your milestones in your business? What are you proud of? Now, if they ask you about your goals or ask you about your objectives for your business, you can say our goal is to multiply our milestones. Take those numbers that you put already, add more to it, and here's how your grant can help me do it. Y'all hear them bars? I heard a bar in there. Y'all didn't know I was a rapper for real. You ready for number 3 of 7? Put number 3 in the chat and let me know. If you got a question about anything we've talked about so far, about the grant resume, your milestones, your mission, let me know. Actually, this list is only going to be 6 because I added 2 together. So milestones are combined with PR features. That is a milestone, so I misnumbered that. I think I just ran out of space and that one called a number. So we're really going to have 6, okay? So don't act like when we get to the end, y'all be like, now what was number? I messed it up, child. It's a milestone. So we're going to have 6. Let me renumber this so I don't get on back off, okay? 3, 4, 5. I had went to the other line. That's what it was, and it got a number on accident. All right. Number 3 is education. Anybody here go to school for what they do in their business? I went to school for training and development. So all this vibe energy, y'all come on here and say, I love your vibe. I love your energy. Girl, this is trainer energy. My mentor basically threatened me. My mom's dying wish at the age of 47 was for me to finish school. Then my mentor came behind her and said, you already doing this in your business. Girl, just get your degree. I said, you sound like my mama. Let me get this degree. Boom. Here, both of y'all, take it. So I have a degree in training and development. Adults learning. How to get us to have fun and pay attention and still meet our learning needs. Audio, visual, kinesthetic. I do this. So if you went to school for what you do, put that education on your business resume. It shows why you're qualified. Did you take a class? Any type of learning classes to help you build your business? Social media management, marketing 101, branding 101, contracting. Have y'all learned anything to help you build that business? Have you sat still and learned something that you did not know about your business, taught by someone who did? Have you completed a course, digital, online, virtual, live, in person? Anybody? That counts as education. So just like on your career resume, you put your education, put your business education on this grant resume. Y'all got it. If you don't have this stuff built out yet, this is your homework. Take it with you. Your takeaway is to sit and think through this. Do a little timeline from the date you started your business leading up to now. What classes have you taken? What milestones have you achieved? What is your mission? What is your vision? Y'all got it? Put got it if you're agreeing to go do this homework if you haven't done it. And again, if you need help fleshing it out, I've partnered with programs that will let you in for free to help you flesh this all the way out, okay? She'll say she's taking notes and she got it. So blackwomeningrants.com is where to claim your spot in the mentorship with the scholarship that'll let you hang out with me for a full year for $97, okay? Because the energy y'all see today, child, this ain't nothing. I've been off screen for 2 months recovering from an overnight hospital stay. I fainted twice, had 7 injections and 2 blood transfusions, this time 2 months ago. So God is good that I'm here, okay? I'm healed, and I continue to heal. So I said, let me get on here and test it. Are we ready to get back on camera? I'm glad I'm here, too. Every day dealing with a blood disorder, but we got the real blood of G. Girl. So I got my ministry and my downloads in the hospital bed and everything. So I'm here to help for as long as I can, but I packaged all my energy up in the mentorship. Ain't it good all the time? So I do be live here with y'all. I'm usually off screen, but I told you I just permed my hair because I had cut it all off about 3 weeks ago. Let it grow back. I think this is my length. I think this is the perfect length. What y'all think? This is my length. Slick it. This ain't even gel. This is like perm and leave-in conditioner. Got my eyebrows done yesterday. She went too short, so I'm gonna go to my other lady who gonna cuss me out in Vietnam, whatever they speak. I don't know. I'll be trying to get her to teach me, but we gonna let them grow back out. So I got cute for y'all. I got on camera. It took my time to come on and teach, and so I'm a lot of fun. Like I feel it. I feel like, you know, I'm getting back to the groove, but I packaged up all of my real energy for 180 episodes for a whole year, being here 3 times a week. Child, you're welcome. Go to blackwomenandgrants.com. That's where you can get the full playlist. Okay, all right. And thank you for all the compliments. I appreciate you. So we talked about education, mission, vision, and milestones. So technically, we've done 4, right? Out of 6. Put 5 if you're ready for number 5. If y'all got number 5 and our notes are aligning, put number 5 in the chat, because this is really the secret out of all 6. But let me see. It's 16 of y'all on here. I see 1 5, so don't worry, I'll hold. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Have y'all ever heard this term social impact? Social impact. Put yay or nay, yes or no. Put tell us. See, okay. Okay, comprehend. I can't speak Spanish on here because every time I do that with y'all, TikTok ends up showing all my videos in Spanish because they really think I understand. Girl, I be having to scroll past. That be taking up my screen time. So, I understand, but I can't say it out loud. TikTok really be listening to this algorithm. Okay. So, social impact. Think of it as good in the hood. Think of it as positive change. Okay. So, this is my social good. It is what day of the week? Wednesday night. And I feel all right. The vibe is right. Gonna have some fun, show you how it's done. Who can fill in the last part of that? Let me see what the generation you're from. Anyway, this is my social impact. This is my give back. So come on here, talk about grants. Social impact is how you're helping your community, really outside of your business or in addition to your business. It's where it doesn't have to be discounted. It doesn't have to be free per se, but it's something you do in addition to making money in your business, in addition to serving your customers or clients. So if you help the homeless and you own a homeless shelter, social mission. If you was a child that was struggling with something and now your business helps with that and you go back to youth programs and teach that thing, social mission. How are you giving back to your community online and offline to help make it better? And you may or may not be giving or getting money for it. Do y'all have a social mission kind of like nonprofit adjacent to what you do in your business, to where it's for the people? That's what nonprofit stands for. Anybody do anything like that? Any type of volunteering or giving back in a way that aligns with what you do? Let me know. That's social mission or social impact. Now y'all have officially heard of it. Are you doing this in your business? Absolutely. So tell us how. Like, tell us what your business is and tell us what your social mission is. And if I can help you get clearer on it for how you can use it in a grant, I'm happy to do that. Anybody else have a social impact? You're doing good in the hood. You're helping your community. You're giving back. And it some kind of way lines up with your business. It's not random. It's not like you a hairstylist full time and then you go to the soup kitchen and cook. We glad you do it. We need your help. How does this line up? Unless you take some of the profits from that salon and help provide the food. Or use some of your connections with your salon customers to get some of the food sponsored. Y'all see what I'm saying? Or you know somebody that helped donate the business or the building where the food is served. Social mission. So what's your social mission real quick? Or what would you like for it to be? And again, think of your business. How you can tie it in what you're doing in the community. What would you want your social mission to be if you had one? Because that is the number one way to stand out on a small business grant application. If you're asking, is there a grant for my business? Is it saturated? Is it competitive? Can I win? Should I apply? If you got all of these ducks in a row that's on your business grant resume, you wouldn't worry about none of that, child. You would go in like, let me tell you what I'm doing in my hood. I'm paying out of pocket for it. I'm not getting paid. Here's why you need to give me this grant. Reimburse me because I've already been doing it. Pretty Feeling says I have to go to work. I'm going to head over to your site, register. Thank you for you are welcome. Thank you for being here and an active participant and a winner of many of the answers. You're gonna miss the last one, but you know somebody will take your spot. FOMO. I gotta give you a little FOMO. You're welcome. Our housing solution says our social mission is free housing and farming for all, but we call it permaculture. Got it. We need money. Love that last part. Put that on your small business grant application. Pretty Feeling, before you go, share this live out so somebody can come take your spot and start winning, okay? Y'all take a minute and share this live. Let's get some more black women in this room to be a part of this conversation. They need to be here because y'all crazy. Good social mission, good in the hood. So if you were to tell a grant, here's who I am, here's what I do, here's my education, here's my mission, here's my vision. What else did we say? Here is my social impact. That's what we on right now. And the social impact is I do blank for free. And I want to continue it because it's good for my business as well, even though I'm doing it for free or doing it as a give back to help the hood. Mr. or Mrs. Grant Check Writer, imagine you writing us a check for $10,000, $25,000 to help us continue. Then we get pressed, then we go on TV, and then we can say, oh, because of the so-and-so grant, we were able to continue our mission in the hood. And this was brought to you by the name of your business, where it's located. Now you got press, milestones to put on your grant application and repeat the process. Y'all get it? Put social impact if you just pick that up, what I'm putting down, because it goes on your business grant application. Hashtag milestone. Y'all getting it? Social impact. Very cool info. Do we have to be registered as a small business? Yeah, you need to be legal. Articles of incorporation, small business bank accounts, employer identification number, and the like. Taxes, if you already been doing business. Yeah, but I give you a checklist of everything you need, whether you're starting the business and you're in what's known as the startup phase. You need to be applying for specific grants called startup grants, or whether you've been in business and you've already started, you need to be applying for what's called growth grants. One of our Black Women in Grants just won a growth grant last week. I can't wait to spill the tea. I'm so bad at keeping her secret. So I'm like working around it. Y'all don't know who it is and what grant it is, but you're going to see. So, anyway, growth grants keep you growing. So we got women who are winning grants, like Deanna Joy. You'll see her beautiful picture when you visit us over at blackwomenandgrants.com. She's won $76,000 so far in grants and grant-funded opportunities. And she just applied for her first $1 million grant. Can you believe it? I'm so proud. So I interviewed her. We're about to do an interview series of our other grant winners coming up. And I'm putting all of their interviews in our programs. So go to blackwomenandgrant.com and come join us. So we were talking about social impact. I also wanted to mention that grants love it if you're not waiting on them to declare you a winner or grant you a check on behalf of your business before you start doing good in your hood. So if you have a project you've already been working on, tell the grant about it. Not that you're waiting on them to do it, but that you've already been doing it. Because 9 times out of 10, you can use their grant check as reimbursement for the money that you've already invested, the time you've already put out there. Like the grant winner from last week, she won a grant, hasn't received the check yet. She's still signing the official paperwork and agreements and all that. But this past weekend, she had an event with her social impact. She is showing the grant how she's already doing it before they even grant her the money. So you got to consider time and gas, and she had a professional photographer there. They were at a school, so it costs money for the lights and the air and the staff and people who. So money is being spent. Somebody got to pay it. So if you show a grant that we've already been doing this, you would come into like a situation that's already considered a moving train and just hop on. We ain't ready to just sit and wait on you to get ready, to help us get ready or to start building momentum. We already doing it, okay? So that looks good. It shows leadership, okay? So she says, I love it. Love it. So yes, it makes sense, right? Especially if you're already out doing the work, because there's a grant that was out last year and they literally centered their grant around that. You going to do the work first, keeping your receipts for the money that you spent to do the work, and then sending them an invoice, and then they would write you a check for the grant. Makes sense to me, because they're like, show us you're not waiting on us. Show us you got pull in your hood, because if you're doing good in the hood, you got some hookups somewhere. Show us. Send us the receipts, send us pictures, videos, testimonials. Show us, and then we'll give you the money back and declare you our winner. So she said the dots are connecting. Love it. So what ahas or takeaways have you had so far? Let me know. Like, what have you learned? What has been your, like, what? What she said, gasping telenovela. What has been your, what's your moment? You gotta work. What has been your Pacific, like the ocean takeaway? Of like, I didn't know this one thing, or this one thing helped me, because we got one more thing on our list, and I kind of hinted around it a little bit already, but I'll show y'all how that works. So anyone want to drop a takeaway so far? If you're new here, welcome. I forgot to be welcoming and greeting y'all. We've been so engulfed in conversation. The milestones, the social impact. Yes. So we're talking about grant resumes. If you've never heard that term, it's because I just made it up. Thanks to she's a real resume writing coach for careers. And so when she found me from Instagram to here on the TikTok channel, she came in and said, do we need a resume for grants? Hey, new cousins. So welcome. I'm Dr. AJ Austin, creator of this space and creator of BlackWomenInGrants.com, where I mentor grants, future grant winners. Okay, y'all, I just got dizzy, so that's my sign I gotta go. I need to go eat something, so we're about to wrap this up. So over at BlackWomenInGrants.com is our mentorship. So come join us, find out what we're all about. Let me give y'all tip number 5, and then I'm gonna go, because I ain't finna be falling out on this camera, okay? So the last thing that you need on your small business grant application is testimonials. If you have customers, if you have clients who have paid you, if you've done the work for free but people can vouch for what you've done, then you need to be getting it in writing, get it on video, get it in a photo form, just in case a grant asks for a video essay. You feature stuff like that in your videos. Testimonials of the work you've done, pictures with y'all hugging, showing that you've done the work, done the social impact, and been in your community. And how we tie it all together is you put numbers on it. How many people have you served? How many people have paid you for your business? How many people have you impacted with your social impact? They call that impact measurement. How do you know the work you're doing is working? How are you measuring this? And so that plus your business mission, your vision, your milestones, your awards, your certificates, the funding you've applied for, the funding you've won, major PR features, your education, your experience growing the business, your social impact, and your customer results. All of this goes on your small business grant. If y'all want a replay of the day, if you missed most of it, head over to BlackWomenInGrants.com. I'll see you there. Thank you for being here. God bless. Bye, future grant winners.